Could you elaborate a bit more? Was that an elaboration? I'm not sure. Blasphemous says, has its head all night in the woods all night? Probably all morning, yes. Blasphemous says, religious people have bad ideas of what is proof of God existing. Yeah, right. I've looked into a couple of them. Well, I've not studied them in great detail, but none of the proofs of God has impressed me. None of them have impressed me. They have not convinced me. They convince other people, so for them God exists, right? For me, God does not exist. Because we have a different approach. Like the scientific approach, there hasn't been no scientifically proofs of God that I am aware of. Colgate Tab says, I guess we need quite more instances of cat cam to confirm the cat existing then. More cat? Oh, and that's where that comes in, right? Extraordinary claims. They need extraordinary evidence. Right? That me claiming to own a cat, it's not very extraordinary. It fits with most people worldview that, well, people can have, well, I don't know if you can own a cat in that sense. I don't know. Oh man. This game is messing with me. It's often you need to go left rather than right. Wait, no, I can go any way I want to. Is this Greg? Oh, that's a dead end. Right? So extraordinary claims need more, like, yeah. And it's different for different people. Like, for some people it's enough to, if one person says to them that, oh, this snake oil will cure your cancer, and they're like, oh, nice, my cancer is now cured. They don't have to go to the doctor and get it confirmed or anything. I'm a little bit stricter than that. Nice. Colgate Tab. What does it mean for a claim to be extraordinary? More than ordinary, says Blasphemous. Yeah, exactly. It's a value. Yeah. Nodrunner says, I don't like that phrase. Extraordinary is a value judgment. Yep. All claims require evidence. But it is a value judgment. Right? For me, it is an extraordinary claim to claim an invisible man up in the sky, while I have just throughout my life without looking for it, I've seen cats all over the place. I've seen cats in other people's homes and stuff like that. So from my perspective, someone claiming to own a cat is not really... I usually go by face value. I just assume that they are not lying to me, or have a different interpretation of what a cat is, or like, therefore I don't like, well, Nodrunner on the other hand would say that all claims require evidence. So Nodrunner, if I just said let's say that I have a dog, I'm gonna claim that now, but I refuse to prove it. So from Nodrunner's perspective, I don't have a dog, right? So it is a value judgment, I'm pretty sure. Blasphemous asks, is May on drugs? No, we just went to sleep. We've been hungover and running around all day, and now we went to bed. Actually, I want to go up here. And we're dreaming. So as far as I'm aware, There has been no drugs involved. Not that I noticed anyway. More music. Do we want to jump down here? No. Colgate Innotab says, but your perspective is twisted as you live with one. Yeah, from my perspective, it is much more extraordinary. Yeah, that's why Nodrunner didn't like it. I don't know why you can't like it when it's a value judgment. Oh, right. Yeah, it kind of, like, saying it like I said it kind of implies that the claim is extraordinary. What would be more fair would be to say, I find that statement incredible. Well, yeah, I don't believe that statement straight out. I need some evidence. That would be more fair. So, yeah, I can get behind Nodrunner that the phrase itself is probably quite unfair. Yeah. It exemplifies my viewpoint, but yeah, it is a bit rhetorically dishonest. So I would probably have to agree with Nodrunner on that point. Colgate Innotab. So, show more cat. I'm not gonna force him. There's a cat on the TV. May is a cat. Wait. I don't know. Is she a cat? It's unclear. It is very unclear. That was very strange. Alright, Colgate Innotab says, otherwise strangers on the internet might not believe that the cat exists. How would you live with that? I'm fine. Right, I'm fine. I'm fine with claiming that I have a dog and I'm never ever gonna show the dog. It's not gonna happen. Ever. Also, I would say that it's not completely true because it's not my dog. Yeah, I can live with people, like, it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't have any political or, like, behavioral consequences whether you believe I have a cat or not. There's a difference when people believe in God. That has quite a lot of consequences. I don't like those consequences. Therefore, I would argue the point. While the cat, not really any significant consequences in my mind. Blasphemous says, read Colgate's words and thinks of that Lord of Acid song. Lords of Acid? I have no idea what that is. Do you recommend it so I should write it down and listen to it? Nodrunner says, I got a water filter for my RV and water is very tasty now. Nice, Nodrunner. Very nice. Getting a lot of the stuff. Very nice indeed. Charcoal does good work. Not that it was bad water before, but it made a notable improvement. Nice. Science Beat says, jobs cannot be soul-crushing because there is no proof that the souls exist. There we go. There is no proof. It's that claim. The negation of a claim doesn't need to be like evidence. I would actually like the word evidence here rather than proof. I feel that proof should probably stick to mathematics and we should call it evidence in the science beat. That's fun that we got a relevant, random quote from the game for the discussion. That makes me happy. Blasphemous says maybe he dresses up. Maybe he dresses up his dog as a cat, Colgate. Maybe, who knows? Colgate in on tabs. Not worried about people on the internet being wrong. -6 points. Oh, not even more than that. Ooh, and Blasphemous links the thing. So I'll be listening to that later, I suppose. Oh. What's happening? Why isn't it doing that? Why is it doing that? Lords of Acid, show me your pussy. Alright. Listen to it later, I suppose. Blasphemous says it has a watch on YouTube link if you'd rather go there. Or I'll get that, just copy paste that name into my YouTube viewer. Just remember, I'll remember the name. Actually, that's the plan. Just remembering the name and putting it into the other computer on the YouTube viewer. Yeah, the YouTube viewer. That was a great tip. That was you who tipped about that, Blasphemous, right? I'm utilizing both YouTube viewer and YTCC, both of them, a lot, like every day. Love both of them. I'm pretty sure YTCC was a Node Runner tip, if I remember correctly. Node Runner says the United States government gave me $1,400, so I've been slowly spending it. Nice. Improvements to life. That's very kind of them, maybe? They just gave it to you? Just like that? Or did you have to do anything for it? Blasphemous says, I'm shocked you've never heard of that song. Maybe I have heard. I'm terrible with names, though. I'm terrible with names. So maybe I've heard the song and will recognize it immediately when I play it. Who knows? Hey, says Bay. I got sick from the mall food. Oof. Oh. So maybe like the dream was like a narcotic effect, that the food from the mall was maybe a little bit moldy, maybe a little bit weird, made her have weird dreams. Maybe Blasphemous. No, Donor says they just gave it to me. That's very nice. Very nice indeed. Improvements to life. Well, I mean, there is this. We've been talking about it, right? Being part of society is like. Sometimes the government just gives people money, I suppose. But that there is this veil of you having to be part of society. That's a contract one is forced into, right? That's the whole point of libertarianism and anarchism, right? That you are forced into that contract with the government. And so one could make a far-fetched, but one could make the argument that that's part of it. Like if you didn't have a social security number, you would not have gotten that money, I suppose. It wasn't good mall food. I'm working today if you want to say hello. Yep, that's my life right there. Morning. I'm working today. Angus is out of town and I'm lonely. Time to hang out with Greg. Okay, bye. Sincerely, Gregory. We're gonna hang out with Gregory today. Charcoal. Away message. Oh. Oh, I've missed reading these. Born to lose. Country trash, proud drummer. Skate and destroy. Skate to create. Bound for glory. Oh, that was not new. This one has no message. Blasphemous says, oh no, if you are not American, they give you even more money. Wait, do they? How do you get the money without a social security number? And is that the definition of what an American is? Someone that has an American social security number? Oh man. Then I am Swedish, Irish, and Maltese. Maybe a Kiwi as well? I'm all those things. Maybe they have expired though. So maybe not. Alright, time to go in here. No? Yeah, Dad put him here, I bet. Dad should move him. It's only fair. Oh man, Dad? We asked you to, and you didn't? That was the rudest thing I've ever seen. Hello, bird. What are you even thinking about in there? Like, I'm not American. Can I get the American government to give me money? $1,400 or even more? That would make my life easier. Good morning. Did you feel it last night? No? What? There was a big sinkhole 2 streets over. Oof. Oh, are we still getting those? I don't think those ever really go away. Swampy ground and so forth. And on a food plane. Oh, weird. I don't want you over there nosing around it. I guarantee you I won't. I've seen sinkholes. No interest at all? They're just holes in the ground. I've seen small ones, but like big sinkholes, I've never seen that. Mom, they're just holes in the ground. Get back to me when one like swallows a house or something. We'll go see it together if that happens. Deal. So what did you do last night? Went to the mall with Bay. Oh, Fort Lucerne? Yeah. Blasphemous says, if you want to check, you have to come here. Oh. That is not really allowed nowadays, is it though? Traveling? Yeah, I haven't been there in years. How is it? Kinda falling apart and empty. Yeah, I expect. Everyone just go to the outlet stores up by the interstate now. Or, you know, shoes and things. Well, stop by the church if you're in the area. Will do, Mom. See ya. Bye, sweetie. Now that you've been home for a few days, yeah? Have you thought about getting a Well, I gotta go, Mom. Hehe. Bye, sweetie. Oh, we can continue talking, though. Same again? Yep, same again. Note owner says, do you pay taxes to all those places you used to live? No, I did pay taxes. Right. Yeah, I did pay taxes to those places when I lived. Well, I never paid any taxes to New Zealand, I don't think. I didn't earn enough money. I didn't have enough jobs. I earned a little money on the side here and there. I don't think I paid any taxes on them. I don't recall. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. It was a weird visa. Maybe it has forfeited. But Maltese and Right. That's the thing in the EU, right? You need a social security number for the country that you're working in to pay the taxes to that country. But if you work in another country, you don't pay. You pay the taxes to the country that you're working in by your European EU. Yep. Blasphemous says, I'm sure America probably sent Sweden a lot of money. Ooh. Free money. Well. Wait, Colgate InnoTap says, Dia do it? What does that mean? Dia do it? Blasphemous says, or maybe not. They gave many other countries hundreds of millions each. WorldPopulationReview.com. Country rankings. US foreign aid by country. Oh, right. Foreign aid. We do that as well. Foreign aid. Yeah. They don't like us, Colgate InnoTap. They don't feel we need any aid. They haven't given any to themselves. Wait. Is that it? Well, Denmark is there. Wait, what does the white mean? I mean, Denmark is there, but... Hover over for details? There are no details. Oh no, there's Central, Western Europe as well, nothing. There we go. Yeah, so we are black for some reason. And Denmark, Germany, France, Great Britain? England, Great Britain? Wait, UK, United Kingdom. Fuck, I always forget which is which. The British Isles, so United Kingdom, and Iceland. There we go. Maybe not. Who knows? Colgate InnoTap says, it's hello, I thought you'd speak Irish. Most Irish people do. That's... You're learning Swedish in school, right? Irish people are learning Gaelic in school. What do I know? I think I know 2 words. Sláinte, which means health, which means cheers. And crack, which is like good time. Ocean Duff. I don't know a lot of Gaelic, no. And yeah, that's like you're learning Swedish in school, they're learning Gaelic in school, and like all the signs, like road signs and stuff, are in Gaelic, but they speak English. That's... I've met a lot of Irish people that did not speak Gaelic. It's like, I studied German in school, I don't speak German. Well, but a lot of people did speak Gaelic, I suppose, but yeah, no. It's more an effort of keeping the language alive more than anything else. Wait, what? Blasphemous says... Yeah, it looks like they gave everyone else money. When they needed aid, Sweden probably didn't need aid. Colgate InnoTap says, oh, I speak more Irish than the Irish person. Irish, not Gaelic. Well, wait a minute. Irish language. Did I completely miss that? Also called Gaelic. So, what are you talking about, Colgate InnoTap? We're talking about the same language. I suppose it should be called Irish. I don't know why, but in in Ireland we always talked about Gaelic. They didn't talk about it as Irish. They called it Gaelic. That's probably why I call it Gaelic rather than Irish. I suppose Irish would be an apt term for it. Blasphemous says garlic? Yeah. Pretty much. Wait. Colgate Innotab says, oh, I thought you meant Gaelic, but it was Gaelic. Wait, aren't they the same? Like, it's just you differentiate between Scottish and Irish. I thought they were both called Gaelic, but it's just two different languages. Gaelic is what they speak in Scotland. Yeah, I thought it was just Irish Gaelic and Scottish Gaelic. Maybe I was mistaken. What if we search for Scotland here? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Scotland, wait, here we go. For most of recorded history, Irish history, Irish was the dominant language of the Irish people, who took it with them to other regions such as Scotland and Isle of Man, where Middle Irish gave rise to Scottish Gaelic. Yeah. After blending with the North languages. So it's, I mean, sure, I might have made a mistake, right? It's two different languages, but it started out as two different dialects. It's like saying that Swedish and Norwegian are the same. So yeah, you got a point. Maybe it is better just calling it Irish. Same with Scottish Gaelic. Maybe calling it Scottish is better than calling it Gaelic. With the same logic. Just calling it Scottish and Irish. Colgate Innotab says they are both Gaelic or Goidelic languages. Yeah. But it makes sense calling it Scottish and Irish. Not to confuse people, like we got confused, right? We got super fucking confused. It's better just to call it Irish and Scottish. I think I'm gonna try to remember that. May Borowski. Selmers. Now, we all know how important it is to look our best. What? Our appearance is the first and sometimes last impression we make. Okay. Selmers, did you join a cult? Lucky for you, I happen to be a licensed dealer. Oh, okay. Of the Sylvan family of products. Oh. This is a pyramid scheme. Selmers, I don't have any money. Oh, okay. Are you giving that pitch to everyone, or have you sold anything yet? Have you sold anything yet? Sold some to my mom and to Abby Krangler, Mrs. Krangler's daughter, granddaughter. I ran into her at a laundromat over by the school. One time Greg got locked inside one of the tumble dryers. Did he die? He wanted me to start it, but I chickened out. He definitely would have died. Tell him that. He's still mad. Do you want to hear a poem? Now, maybe another time, or... Sure, I'll hear a poem. Colgate Innotab says Scottish Gaelic is usually called Scottish Gaelic, not to confuse it with Scottish English. Oh, right. Scottish English almost is considered its own thing, right? There is also there is also Scots spoken in Scotland. Alright, so why not then call it Irish Gaelic? Or Gaelge. or however it's pronounced. I'm not very good at the pronunciation. Blasphemous asks, do most people in Sweden speak English? I mean, yeah, we study it quite heavily in school. Like the older generations, like my grandfather, that's one of the biggest issues he likes reading up on stuff. And him getting Linux, his biggest issue with it is that there's not enough documentation in Swedish, because he does not feel comfortable with English. I mean, he can get by. Like in my generation, we've studied it enough. Some people are better than other people, of course. Like me traveling a lot and reading a lot of books in English when I was a kid made me be quite alright. Also, like most of the books that I read on university were books in English. They didn't bother translating them to Swedish. That happens a lot in university, where they don't bother translating. It's not worth the hassle, so we just read in English. They actually even allow us to write papers. We get to decide if we want to write it in English or Swedish in university. They said, it doesn't matter, whatever you feel most comfortable with. So I think my academic language is better, like academically, my English is better than my Swedish academic. I think, maybe. But yeah, most people. Pretty sure that's the case in most of Europe. Like I know the French and the Germans don't really like doing it. They study it and they know it and oftentimes refuse. Like if you go to France, even though like if you use it as a lingua franca, they prefer not to speak English. Like, not all of them, of course. Let's see. Colgatino Tab says, and Scots is often Lowland Scots, not confused with Scottish Gaelic. Irish Gaelic is fine. Just Gaelic probably makes people think of Scottish Gaelic. Not me, but yeah, sure. Blasphemous saying that the English Linux documentation is bad enough. What? What are you talking about? Well, I mean, documentation on the kernel, I suppose, but on the operating systems, the documentation is great. I mean, it's not centralized, but like there's very few times where I've been in a situation where I wanted to do something and just a quick looking it up on the internet didn't find it. Also, the ArchWiki has been super useful. I love the... I mean, we have all the man pages. The man pages are good. Not always, but a lot of them I like. The Gentoo handbook I liked. The Gentoo wiki was lackluster, but that makes sense because nobody's using... Well, Gentoo is not a common operating system. But then, like, it shows up on Reddit and Stack Overflow. All the stuff shows up. I don't know if it's really bad. It's decentralized and... Yeah, the man pages. I'm trying to more and more go over to actually use man pages before trying to look it up on the internet. And it makes me happy. I enjoy trying to learn how to navigate the man pages in an efficient way. Adventure 95 says language pride is a big issue with countries like Germany and France and Spain. Is it pride? A lot of them can't or won't be able to communicate with you unless you speak their specific language. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure that it's necessarily pride. Part of it probably is pride. But like in Sweden, if you got problems speaking English with someone, it's probably because they feel shame Shame is the backside of pride, isn't it? I suppose. So maybe it is. Feeling ashamed about dialects and accent, dialect. I always mix up the two. Especially since they mean the opposite in Swedish than they do in English. So I don't fucking know. One or the other. It doesn't matter. Accent, I think. Pronunciations. There we go. Colgate InnoTab says the Arch Linux was really helpful for me as well. I still use it though, even though I use Ubuntu, the Arch Wiki. Yeah. It oftentimes it has a lot of interesting information. Blasphemous asks, have you ever looked at man pages and was still like, what the fuck does this do? Plenty of times, yeah. Plenty of times. Holy shit, a lot of the man pages are difficult. I find them difficult to decipher. Let's listen to a poem. Alright. Sometimes I think and start to sink. Oh no. There's more. Sorry. Then I remember. It's October. I combined my two favorite months. Fall is really nice. It's the best. That was it. Like, I've read Wikipedia pages as well. Like, what the fuck does this do? I've read, like, I feel like most of the things I read, I end up in that situation. What the fuck is this? Most of the things I read. Well, not since I started streaming. Like, I think I understand most of the things that, like, there's some misunderstandings that happens from time to time, but it's kind of rare. Blasphemous says, I still have no clue how to set up Unbound. What is Unbound? Unbound Linux? Is this the thing? Here we go. Unbound has supplanted the Berkeley Internet name domain. Bind as the default base system name server in several open source projects, where it is perceived as smaller, more modern, and more secure for most applications. It is a validating, recursive, and caching DNS resolver. Oh, it's a DNS resolver. I have complete knowledge about how DNS works. Domain name service. I knew that. Install the Unbound package. Additionally, the expat package is required for the DNSSEC validation. Alright. It's something to do with DNS. Days are gonna start getting shorter soon. It makes me sad. I like it. I love the fall, but I hate the dark. Oh, we're at the tail end of this. Tail end of winter. I like it. You sure do. I seen a raccoon. Where? Up in Tony Center. He's a biggin. Cool. Alright. I still don't understand quite how ALSA works. I've been fiddling with it a lot, but I don't understand it. It's fucking weird. It takes time, I suppose. Colgate InnoTab says, it was a big moment in my life when I learned to use lolcat instead of cat to read files. I usually use Vim or less. Lolcat, eh? Is that a recommendation? Blasphemous says, I have a link for you that I found yesterday. Oh. Interesting. I like links. What time is it? Oh, we got some time left. ALSA exposed. Oh, you found it yesterday? Nice. The clearest ALSA documentation in the universe. Wow. A short essay. ALSA is one of the last great masters of Linux. It is notoriously hard. Oh, it's not just me then. Oh, I didn't. Mostly stemming from the atrocious, read almost entirely non-existent user documentation. The internet is scattered with outdated, incorrect, incomplete, confused information written by monkeys. That's a Douglas Adams reference, right? Wait, is that a Douglas Adams reference? No. I wonder if that was Douglas Adams. You know, if an infinite amount of monkeys can type a Shakespearean thing, right? I remember reading it in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. That was the first time I saw it. But no, he just referenced it. It was not his idea. No, I forget. Written by monkeys at Linux terminals trying a random ALSA configs in an attempt to get sound to come out. That is what I do. I tried that for a while, then I fucking give up and install Pulse Audio. That's what happens. It's so annoying. I would want to learn, but yeah, just random configs. That's what I've done. Like, it worked on Gentoo, but I couldn't get it to work when I switched to Arch on my laptop. So I'm just like, oh man, still burnt out from Gentoo. I was like, oh fuck it, I'll just install ALSA. But being a representative of monkeys myself, I also spent days, that is multiples of 24 hours, trying to get ALSA to behave sanely. Holy blood and ashes. Oh yeah. This is something that I wanna read. Put it here. Oh man, I got too many bookmarks. Colgate InnoTabs links lolcat. Alright. I'm guessing we get to see lolcat. Oh, is this just what it does? It gives you the text in a rainbow? It gives you the text in a rainbow. Nope, that's too much clutter. My mind can't work with that. Some things, perhaps. Oh. Yeah, you could replace cat with lolcat. I mean, I do use cat from time to time. Maybe. Maybe too much clutter, it would make it worse for me. Blasphemous says, I don't care what anyone says. Pipewire is not ready. But isn't that what they say? That Pipewire is not ready? I'm pretty sure that's... Well, I haven't really looked into it, but that's what I've heard. But Pipewire runs on top of ALSA as well, right? My cat don't like folks on the porch. Man, we're really pissing this guy off. Alright, could we jump from here? Can we make this jump? We have to go from the porch? Let's try this jump. So, like from here? 1, 2, 3. That works just fine. That jump I can't make, I don't think. No, there was some way to get out. Ah, right. This was the way. There we go. I'm pretty sure I made this jump as well. 1, 2, 3. And another jump? No, this was the place where the teacher were at. No, he was up here. And we had to go all the way around because I can't make that jump. Alright. I'm trying to remember that stuff. Blasphemous says, I installed it, my volume glitched and was the same at 1% as 10%. I started Firefox and plugged in my headphones and I had no audio since I did not plug in my headphones before starting it. So I rage quit and reinstalled Pulse Audio. Yep. You know what bothers me most of all? Like, what really bothers me is, I don't know, maybe I should change that. Is it here? Let's see. Here we go. UDIV will automatically detect your hardware and select the needed drivers at both times. Therefore, your sound should already be working. However, it may be initially muted. See unmuting channel. I hate this sentence. I hate it. It's like, oh, it should already be working. Well, it's not working. It's not working. It's never just working. I think actually on this computer, I think it just worked. Filthy liars. Let's see. You can use, and then he links Cowsay with Lolcat for a truly magnificent experience. Yeah, they showed Cowsay, right? The cow saying the stuff on the link that we clicked. What really bothers me, says Blasphemous, is that Firefox requires Pulse if you want audio. I have no. I have that. I don't have, like, on my Gentoo machine, I did not, when I had Gentoo, I did not install Pulse. But I did have audio. Wait, but I did not have Firefox. No, I'm sure I have. I have had a computer where I've run Firefox without Pulse audio. See, I just leave my laundry out on rainy days. It's like a cheap wash. It's not though. Lesman says there is another package you can install in place of Pulse, but that still defeats the purpose. Yeah, right? Pulse just works out of the box, so when I get bored, I just install Pulse and then it works. And I'm pretty sure, like, here when I started OBS, I'm like, well, OBS kind of needs Pulse, and I was really not in the mood to try to get OBS to work with ALSA. Pulse just works, right? Most of the time, not necessarily always, but Alright, let's go to the church, see how Mom and that dude is doing. Actually, let's check on the dude first. Bruce? I'm pretty sure his name was Bruce. Oh, okay. So you're more of a drifter? Yeah, but it's temporary. Of course, well, we just wanted to see if you're okay up here. Yeah, Pastor Kate has been very kind. Mind if we see your setup here? What do you think, Molly? It's fine? Ah, alright. Bruce? Yeah? How are you finding Possum Springs? Nice place, nice people. Really? How long you been in town, Bruce? I've been here for a while now. I was here before back in the 70s. They were looking for miners, at least for a while. Got a whole thing going here, Bruce. Yep. Pretty impressive. Thanks? Well, we sure appreciate you talking to us, Bruce. It was really great to meet you. Yep, likewise. Alright, troops. Let's move out. Wow. Thanks again, Bruce. Thanks, Bruce. No trouble. Oh, wow. Are you alright? What's your story? God, no, sorry. I would have asked, are you okay? Oh, man, oh. Oh, man, poor Bruce. Poor Bruce. Blasphemous says you would prefer ALSA so you can have a more basic system, right? Yep. That's where I come from, right? I would prefer not needing the other stuff. The less dependencies, the better. That's my personal preference. But I mean, when I'm in the mood to make the effort, right? So I'll probably, when I get into the mood, I'll probably read that and try again to remove pulse from probably not this computer, but the other one. Yeah, probably the other one. Yeah, and I'm like you. I'm looking forward to Wayland, but like Pipewire, Wayland is not ready. It's close, but not for me. It's not ready for me. But I like the basic, like it's a form of minimalism. It's not. There are different types of minimalism. Yeah. Oh, God knows, sorry. Like, where are you from? North of here? Northeast? Worked on the railroads. Worked some mines. Worked some construction. How did you end up here? String of bad luck? Don't have to talk about it. I never turned down that offer. Alright. That's actually, I'm interested. I'm doing the same thing they did. Oh man, I'm terrible. No, I'm just walking past. Alright, there's no jumping off this cliff. We tried that already. Invisible wall! I wonder if we should just leave him alone. I kind of want to figure out what happens in the story, right? So let's screw that. Screw leaving him alone. Screw the ethics and the etiquette. Let's be assholes. Like May is an asshole, whether I like it or not, so... Just go in there, checking up on him. Like our intent is probably not the same as those other fellas, I suppose. Blasphemous says, so Arch was previously building Firefox to require Pulse Audio as a dependency if you wanted audio. Oh. They don't... well... They don't do that anymore, I don't think, no? No, I've installed it and not having it as a dependency. Blasphemous says, I was thinking of trying Wayland, but I would have to make too many changes. Didn't you use i3 as well? Or am I... Like Sway, like I tried Sway for a long time and it's very similar. It's pretty much all the same. There are some differences, some nice differences. Like since Sway is the compositor. Like there's no Xrandar or anything like that. You do everything through Sway. Which maybe is not very Unixy, I suppose, but well, they do one thing and do one thing well, but they've combined two things into one thing. So I don't know. Hey Mom. Hey sweetie. I completely forgot where the sanctuary is. You passed the door on your way here. Oh, I thought those were locked. They're locked sometimes. All doors are locked sometimes. Nope. Not like saloon doors. Cowboys just walking in and out. That's very rude. The Old West was a very rude time. Howdy, partner. I say, this is powerful rude. That's like a southern gentleman. He's classing the place up. Nice. Blasphemous, eh? I prefer to have Polybar configured over... Wait. I prefer how I have Polybar configured over what I'd have to sacrifice by using Waybar. Don't Polybar works with i3? Well, with Sway. That's weird. I thought it did. But that's the thing, right? Okay. I want to go to Wayland, but I don't want to use the X-Wayland. The X-Wayland package. Right. If I want to move over to Wayland, I want to move over to Wayland. I don't want to have like a compatibility and installing a lot of X stuff. Because then I might as well just stay with X. Xorg. Lasma says, yes, I see it as if I have to use X-Wayland, then why switch yet? Probably Polybar would need X-Wayland. Yeah, we're great minds. Tarnation. Okay, Mom, no more cowboy talk for you now. Dadgummit. Gotta get back to work, sweetie. Love you. Time do we have? Alright. Gotta find some suitable place to stop. Oh! Love, peace, joy. Hey again. Hey. Your mom will be pretty happy you're here. Oh, don't I know it? You not a churchgoer? Was when I was a kid. No. Big fan of sleeping in? I mean, aren't you? I can't remember the last time I slept in. Might have been last Saturday. That's not long ago. It's been a very long week. Same, honestly. When did you stop coming? When my mom stopped making me, when I was like 15 or so? Why? I don't know. All the sitting and standing. Sing this now, feel this thing now. Well, the feelings are more suggestions. Wait, do they really suggest what to feel? That's not how feelings work. Blasphemous says, by the time Wayland improves more, there will be better alternatives to use with it. Yeah. Yeah, it's moving. It feels like I've not really been part of that discussion or anything, but it seems like Wayland has been a thing that people have talked about for years and years and years. Now it feels like the back end or whatever has been kind of fixed, and now it's like gaining a lot of momentum, and a lot of stuff is happening right now with Wayland. And it's just gaining a lot of momentum, and people are actually working on replacements for everything. I don't know. Like there were a lot of replacements already, right? Just I like that about Sway. Sway did a lot of documentation, and there were a lot of guides. Like, if you want to have the equivalent, yeah, there are web pages as well, right? The equivalency in Wayland to the X thing. Well, the feelings are more suggestions. Doesn't feel like it. Well, I hope you maybe come some Sunday. Yeah, I guess I haven't seen you preach. Oh wow, preach? Kind of has a bad ring to it, huh? Yep. Talk? That works. Hey, well... maybe. Hey, how are things with the whole Bruce situation? Well, we're praying and gears are turning. But they turn slow. But God can turn any gear they want. And I take comfort in that. I can't relate to that. Like, God turning any gears that they want? Sure, let's call it they. That actually makes more sense. That pronoun rather than he. That makes me feel anxious. Because God seems like, from what I know of the Bible, and I don't know a lot, but from what I know, this God fellow seems like quite a dick. Hope it turns out okay. Thank you, May. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Colgatinotype says about induction earlier. Induction is used in math as well. Oh, is it? Oh, I suppose when you... Like when you get the tangent, you move closer and closer and closer to the point. Well, no, that's not induction though. No, I don't... Here we go. Mathematical induction. What is this? Not to be confused with inductive inference or inductive reasoning. Not to be confused with. So it's not the same. They should not be confused with. Mathematical induction is a mathematical proof technique. It is essentially used to prove that a statement Pn holds for every natural number n. That is, the overall statement is a sequence of infinite many p's. Informal metaphors help explain this technique, such as falling dominoes or climbing a ladder. Mathematical induction proves that we can climb as high as we like on a ladder by proving that we can climb onto the bottom rung, the basis. And from that, each rung we can climb up to the next one, the step. So wait, we have a ladder. Since we can take the first step, we can also take the other step. Yeah, that's not the same thing. Two cases. The base case, or basis, that proves the statement for n0 without assuming any knowledge of other cases. The second case, the induction step, proves that if the statement holds for any given case, n equals to k, then it must also hold for the next case. Ah, there we go. It's just not the next step, it's the n, well, it's the case plus 1. These two steps establish that the statement holds for every natural number. Yeah, because if it holds for any, then it holds for all. That's, yeah, that's not quite the same. It's similar, I suppose. Like, from my weak understanding of math, it is similar, but it's not to be confused with. Also, like it's again, it's talking about proofs, right? Again, I feel like proofs probably should be like, you don't use evidence in that sense. It's like you only need two examples. Right? In science, it's an arbitrary line. Right? 1 or 2 is not enough. You would have to take a lot of steps in random locations on the ladder You had to try here and 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 here. Like try a sufficient amount, and that sufficient amount is a value judgment. Yeah. Like what is considered sufficient? That's interesting. That there is in science, there is a value judgment aspect to it. Well, not really though. That's just for how many studies do they have to be for you to be convinced? Like, you only make the one study. But you don't claim proof by making one study in science. I'm guessing you can just do the one paper in maths and call that a proof and be done with it. I mean, that in science you would just do the one study, you would call that evidence and you would be done with it, but you would not claim like any fact from it. You would only say these are the results we get and our conclusions are that this is probably what happens. And we recommend making these and these studies to further verify. You know, if you ever want to talk or have any questions about like God, sure, you can always talk to me. It's kind of my job description. Okay. That is like, if you need someone to talk to, come to me. Have you ever seen one say, oh, I need to talk to someone, and then they end up talking to a friend that has said that? I've never seen that happen in real life. Well, actually, yeah, no, that's not right. Actually, it happened just a couple of months ago. A friend came to me and said, oh, I need someone to talk to about this. And we talked about it. So maybe it is a good thing to say. But usually people are not very good at asking for help when they need help. It's difficult, right? No, I screwed the jump up. Difficult asking for help indeed. Still haven't found any food for the mice, damn it. Hey. Hey. Gonna sit if that's cool. It's cool. What you doing? Drawing? Okay, what you drawing? You know how in a movie, like a knife will someone go through someone's eye? Whoa boy, do I ever. I'm like designing an effect and makeup for that. Fake? Real. Wait. Oh, a fake eye. I'm working on a horror movie. You're gonna make a horror movie? That's so rad. Okay, maybe I'm not making it yet, but I mean, someday I could like direct it and write it and do the makeup. I have a really good scream too. Really? Ah! I want to like go to the horror movie school. I think they have those. They have those? I mean, they kinda have them, right? They have movie schools. Filmography and stuff like that. But we can ask. They have those? Yeah. I already know how to make fake blood and body parts. Sorry, it's probably boring. How in the world could that possibly be boring? I know, like, all of them. Body parts? Horror movies. Everyone? A lot of them. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, I gotta go. See ya. Later. Rip. Rip. Wait. Did his parents die, or am I just confusing that with Bay? Probably just confusing that with Bay. Alright, we could go in there. That's the dog that does not like us. This was the place, right? Yep. Oh, this might be locked some days. But I don't want to go in there. Like, I don't have any food for the stuff. Or maybe she did pack food without telling us. I'm guessing we have to check it out, I suppose. Nope. Did not bring any food. Alright. Oh! Oh, I missed. Wonder if this door will open later. Alright, but that's it for today. Wait, didn't we? Alright. Save and quit. I'm quite enjoying this so far. Alright. Thanks for hanging out today. New discussion topics. Always makes me happy. Alright, yeah. It was fun. See you next time.